Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chris and Joe.
And I'm Cameron Word.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, yes.
We want to talk about fitness today. And I think young and old, everyone needs to do a little bit of exercise.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to say that I have been walking more.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Like trying to walk at least 30 minutes every day.
Wow.
Almost.
That's good.
Yeah. And it makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Getting up and moving.
Right. So I've kind of given up on the whole, I know I need to lift weights and all that, but right now I'm just glad that I'm walking.
Just pick up big bags of rice.
Yeah,
and
I already do that.
boxes of kimchi.
Yeah, Cam, I already do that.
Good.
Okay. And how's your fitness regime going?
Yeah, it's good. I go to the gym about just once or twice a week, but I run, I walk. I've actually started doing yoga.
Oh,
yeah.
That's new. You've never told me that.
So there's this new yoga studio that opened in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it's ran by a guy. Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
As a guy, going to a yoga class is a little uncomfortable. Because you go in and it's all girls. And I don't have a problem.
Yes.
But in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, are these girls mad that I'm in here? You know?
Am I welcomed here?
It's not officially an all women's class, but I'm always, in the back of my mind, I can't relax because I'm thinking, do they want this to be an all women's class?
That's really funny. It's this white, tall guy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're kind of disrupting this whole
Because I've
vibe.
gone before, and I'm a big guy, so they have to move the mats sometimes. Yes. I have to have extra space.
No, but you're so handsome.
Oh, no.
And you're so tall.
Not in the morning. It's like pre-shower. I do not look good.
That's so funny. Did not think about that. Okay. So, resistant bands is what we're talking about this month. Tell me properly, or you can hurt yourself.
Yeah, your form, your 자세, you've got to make sure that is all right.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so here are some expressions that we're going to cover. Anytime you do any exercise, you have to warm up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the ways you get your body ready before you do the main exercise.
Okay. And if you follow someone's lead, L-E-A-D,
they're going to do it first. You're going to look at them and then copy them.
Okay, very good. And what is more bang for one's buck? B-U-C-K.
This means that you are getting more value for what you paid for.
Yeah.
So it's a good value.
Right. So you didn't pay a lot, but you're getting a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In return. Let's go ahead and listen to our power dialogue.
So, what do I do first with these resistance bands?
First, we'll warm up with an easy band. This one only provides about 7 kilograms of resistance.
I'll just follow your lead. Tell me if I'm doing it right.
You're doing well. Now that our muscles are ready, we'll go to a stronger band. This one gives 15 kilos of resistance.
Wow. I can see how this can give you a good workout.
I feel like I get more bang for my buck than joining a gym.
Please join us on page 62. You can find the power dialogue there. Resistant bands. Tell me if I'm doing it right. Okay, let's begin. Layla says, so what do I do first with these resistance bands? Okay. Sometimes I just made the little error. People can say resistant bands or resistance bands. Resistance bands.
Yes.
Okay. What is resistant anyway?
It means to fight against.
That's right. So that's why they're called resistance bands. Okay? You're kind of like working against something. So that's really important. Okay. Ashley says, first, we'll warm up with an easy band. This one only provides about 7 kilograms of resistance. Now, not all resistance bands are equal. Not all are same.
Right.
They have different resistance levels.
Right.
Yeah?
So if you are shopping for resistance bands, some of them are really thin, some of them are really weak, some of those get really thick.
They're very thick.
And hard to pull.
Yeah. I have to say, my cousin, she has these resistance bands. They're like rubber bands. They're like, it doesn't give that much resistance. So I'm like, Anyi, I think you need to get new bands with more resistance, you know?
Yeah.
So here, you warm up with an easy band though. You don't want to go too hard. So warm up.
Warm up is the preparation you do before the main exercise. So our bodies need literal warmth. They need the heat. They also need the blood flow into the muscle before they can work properly.
Yeah.
So in the morning, you do not wake up, get out of bed, and run a marathon.
Okay, so before you run, do you do your warm-ups?
Yeah, you've got to stretch.
Yeah.
You've got to do some squats and jumps. And you really want to get your body ready before it does something too intense.
Yeah, that's right. Because we think if it's too cold, it's like stiff. You want to warm it up. Okay. What does Layla say?
I'll just follow your lead. Tell me if I'm doing it right.
Okay. If you tell somebody, I'll follow your lead, it means what?
I'll watch you and do what you do.
Yeah. Yeah. So here, it's like some people like to do the leading. Some people just like to follow the lead. I kind of like to follow the lead sometimes when it comes to these things.
Yeah. I mean, it can be dangerous when you're exercising if you just go at it without any type of instruction. So following someone's lead first is the safer way to go about it.
Cameron, is there another context where you can use this expression aside from sports or exercises?
Well, dance, which is probably where this originally comes from. There's the leader, which is usually the guy.
Yeah. Ashley says, you're doing well. Now that our muscles are ready, we'll go to a stronger band. This one gives 15 kilos of resistance. Okay, now that is our power pattern. And this is a really useful pattern here.
Yes.
How do we use this and what does it mean?
So this expression is used whenever you have achieved a necessary condition. Okay, there was a condition that we needed to meet, and now that we met it, we can move on to something else.
Okay, so the condition was start with the easy ones. We did it.
Yes.
Okay, now that we did that, we can move on to the other thing.
Yes.
Okay, very good. What does Layla say?
Wow, I can see how this can give you a good workout.
And Ashley says, I feel more bang for your buck or her buck than joining a gym.
So when you are exercising, there's effort, time, and money that you have to put in, right?
Yeah, the membership fee.
Right, the membership fee for the gym. But honestly, your end result is you just want a healthy, good body.
Yeah.
Right? That's your goal.
Right.
That's the thing you want to receive. So Ashley is saying we can achieve that body paying less money, less time.
Less time, yeah.
Less effort, maybe.
Right.
With
Very
these
good.
resistance bands.
So, more bang for my buck. Of course, not only can we use this in this context, but we'll give you more examples in just a bit. Let's go ahead and listen to that dialogue one more time.
So, what do I do first? First with these resistance bands.
First, we'll warm up with an easy band. This one only provides about 7 kilograms of resistance.
I'll just follow your lead. Tell me if I'm doing it right.
You're doing well. Now that our muscles are ready, we'll go to a stronger band. This one gives 15 kilos of resistance.
Wow. I can see how this can give you a good workout.
I feel like I get more bang for my buck than joining a gym.
It's time for Power Note. Please join us on pages 64 and 65 of our Power English book. Now, our first expression is warm up, which means usually we use this when we're talking about exercise, physical things, to kind of get yourself ready, to prepare yourself. But we can also use this in the classroom.
Yes.
A lot of teachers have warm-up exercises.
That's right.
So instead of getting right to the subject, you kind of, let the kids explore different things.
Yeah, maybe some easy questions.
Easy questions, yeah. We need to warm up before the run.
I already did yoga this morning, so I'm ready.
The singer warmed up her voice backstage. That's another big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, singers got to do the warm-up.
Me.
Yeah. And they do that. That is surprisingly hard to do.
Yeah. It takes a while for some people to learn. So I did choir in high school.
Yes.
And we had to do that.
Did you?
Interesting with instruments as well.
Oh.
I'm not sure about the piano, for example. But I know wind instruments.
Like you played the oboe?
I played the oboe and bassoon.
Yes.
But brass instruments like the trumpet or the trombone, and even string instruments like the violin.
Oh, yes.
You have to warm them up because if you don't, as you play, the instrument gets warm. Naturally, because it's vibrating and the air you're using, and over time, the sound changes.
Really?
Yeah, so then you would have to tune it in the middle of a performance.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that your instrument is warm before you actually go into the performance. So the sound is already changed and you know what it's going to sound like.
Wow, that's very interesting. I mean, I had actually good friends who were like viola, violinists, and I've seen them warming up, but I didn't know what would happen if they didn't.
Yeah, some of it is mental, like you're just trying to get your fingers and your mind.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but the actual instrument, if you play it for a long time, the instrument gets kind of warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it'll get bigger. 열 받으면 커지잖아요, 물건들이.
Yes.
And so that changes the sound of the instrument as you're playing.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You heard it right here on Power English.
So make sure to warm up when whatever you're doing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Follow someone's lead means to imitate them and to take their direction.
Yes.
So you kind of do everything and follow their direction. Okay. Do you know what you're going to say?
Don't worry. I'll follow your lead during the presentation.
Okay. All right. The younger kids followed the coach's lead.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're looking at someone and maybe you're copying them or you're going to change your actions based on them. For example, I follow your lead on both of the shows that we do.
Oh.
You are in control.
I am.
If you say,
I don't feel like it.
Let's move on to the next phrase.
Yes.
I don't say, no, I want to do more of this phrase.
Well, that is true.
You're the one leading us through the book. You're leading us through the program.
That is so interesting. I don't ever think of it that way, but I guess you got to have someone taking the lead or else you'll be all over the place.
Yeah, you need both leaders and followers.
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
It's obviously a disaster if there are too many leaders.
Yeah.
But it's also awful if there are too many followers.
Followers, right.
Yeah.
That's right. Absolutely. That's such a good point. And it's something that we don't really often think about. Okay. Now, our next expression, more bang for one's buck. So if a hotel offers more bang for your buck, what are we saying about the hotel?
They are giving you more services, more amenities, more great things and experiences for the amount that you're paying.
Right. So sometimes just paying a lot for a hotel doesn't mean that you're getting everything.
Right.
Yeah. It just could be a very expensive hotel.
Yes.
But you want to find the hotel that gives you more bang for your buck. Okay.
And to highlight here, it is not that the thing is cheap. It's just that considering how much you're paying, you're receiving a lot.
Yes, that's right.
Right?
Or considering how much you pay, you're receiving less.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's less bang for your buck.
Right. Okay. You'll get more bang for your buck by cooking at home.
Yes.
Yeah, we've talked about that many times.
Although sometimes I don't think so.
Well, for single people, I think this can be an exception.
Or like certain types of food. Like if I want to make a Thai curry,
Yeah.
it is cheaper to just order it from a restaurant.
That is true.
It's like 2-3 times as much to buy all of the ingredients.
Well, I think that in Korea, like cooking Korean food, yes, it's more bang for your buck at home. But if you're cooking foreign food, you got to pay the foreign ingredients. It's sometimes it's much more expensive. Agreed. Okay, Power Pattern. Now that So you've done something that you should do, so we can move on to the next thing. Now that you've graduated, what are your plans?
I'm going to Disney World.
Yay!
That's what they usually say.
Yeah.
Now that the kids are in college, we can finally take a vacation.
Yes. Now that the kids are out of the house, we can enjoy our lives. Okay. Resistance is our power vocab. Do check out the word on page 66. And also stop by Audio Ohakdang. Pay a very small monthly fee that will not affect too much your monthly expenses.
No, it is a lot of bang for your buck for sure.
That's right. So do check that out. And of course, join us again tomorrow. See ya.
Bye-bye.